Have you ever caught yourself saying but? Whenever you use the word but, you're basically creating a reason or justification of why you can't do something. So let me read a quote that I really like by Bob Proctor. I never let money, resources, enter my mind when I am deciding whether I will or will not do something. Whether I have the resources or not is never a consideration. And in my mind, resource is the skill, the know-how. It could be money, it could be a physical object, it could be people, pretty much anything. If you're thinking about what you have, then you're really not setting a goal that is worth pursuing. It's not saying that it's not something you shouldn't do, but it's not a goal worth pursuing, because if you already know how to do something, if you already have all of the resources, then just do it. There's nothing really set, right? You're following the same path that you're currently following, so you're going to get the same results. Now, if you are setting something beyond yourself, something in that uncomfortable zone, then you have to grow. One of the fundamental things of what creates happiness is progress. And the only way to get progress is by doing something you've never done before, by learning, by creating. And so to do that, you have to set a goal so far outside of your comfort zone that it forces you to grow. So by nature, if you're growing, you don't know how to do that yet. So when you're setting a goal for yourself, you have to set it way higher than what you're comfortable with. Otherwise, you're not going to grow. And by nature, you don't know if you have the resources. You don't know the procedures. You don't know maybe the skills. And that's totally okay, because the decision comes first. He likes to use this example of, you don't need the money to fly to Paris if Paris is the thing you want to go do until you make the decision to go to Paris. First you say, I'm deciding I want to go to Paris. Cool. Then you figure out how to fund it. You don't fund it and then go, okay, well, maybe we'll go to Paris. It's an interesting play. Our entire lives we're always told, focus, don't daydream, do the task at hand. And unfortunately, what that does is it kind of removes our power from us. It removes the ability to dream and to envision and to create. Because we are really creative beings. Our fulfillment comes from progress. And if we stop making decisions, our life becomes in turmoil. If we stop having visions, we tend to disintegrate. We tend to shrink in upon ourselves. Have you ever seen somebody that's kind of glazed over at work? That's kind of what I'm talking about. They've stopped dreaming about what to do next. And this can be even within the context of work, or home, or family, or personal. It kind of flows into everything. Life, so many people will naysay you when you have a vision or a dream. And I don't know if that's necessarily because they don't want you to succeed, or because they hate themselves for not doing it. They tend to want to pull you down because they have pulled themselves down. So when a naysayer happens, say, it's your life to live. Be happy with that. And when detours happen, know that you have the discipline to stay on the path that you have chosen, that you have decided, that you have envisioned. So never let that shake your belief in your vision, in the path that you're taking. And you will be all the happier and richer for it. I hope this helps you. If you need help figuring out what all that means, or wanting to explore it a little bit more in depth, feel free to reach out to me. Otherwise, have a wonderful night.